Good morning, everybody. I welcome you all to my podcast, The Ebb and Flow of Life. My guest today is Tara Swaminathan. Tara is a graduate of occupational therapy from AIIMS, New Delhi, India. Tara came to the US in 1974. She has 3 children. Her husband, Dr. Shastri Swaminathan, a psychiatrist, worked long hours and was very busy with his practice. Tara decided to be a full-time mom. During this time, she pursued music and finished a 3-year course in North Indian classical music. She was very active in the school PTA and then went on to become a travel agent for a while. Tara and her husband are excellent singers, and this kind-hearted couple have contributed their vocal resources in many charitable efforts. As her children became young adults, Tara went on to manage her husband's large practice. Once he retired, they moved from Chicago to the suburbs and are enjoying time with their grandchildren. Tara teaches music as a hobby and spends time singing, cooking, which she says she enjoys, and is also a part of a book reading club. Tara is the secretary at Indian Medical Association Charitable Foundation. Good morning, Tara, and welcome to my podcast, The Ebb and Flow of Life.
Good morning, Ghazala. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to be on your podcast.
Let's start with this question. What is your background?
I was born in Bangalore and was raised in New Delhi, India. After my schooling, I studied at the AIIMS and got my degree in occupational therapy. I got married in 1973 and moved to the US in 74.
Tara, were you always interested in music?
I was interested in music. Yes, music was in the air in our home. My mother was a superb musician. I learned South Indian classical music while I was in school, and after that I came to the US and pursued North Indian classical music under Mani Mazumdar and Tapan Bhattacharya.
When and how did you discover that you had the ability to compose?
Interesting question. For this, I give full credit to my friend Dr. Abhi. Her mother had written lyrics and stored them for almost 20 years, and they tried hard to find somebody, even in India, to give some life to her lyrics. One day she just asked me, why don't I try to compose since I sing? That's when I tried my hand at it, and with the help of Navneet Malhotra, another friend, we put together a CD called Pushpanjali Bhajans.
Tara, tell me, what does singing do for you?
Singing for me is meditation. It takes me to another world. Especially during COVID times, I sang and recorded, and we both sang a lot of duets together. It was something which kept us sane during these difficult times.
What is the best advice you have received?
The best advice I feel I've been given is treat everyone like the way you want to be treated.
Do you think Indian music has a future in the US? And if yes, why? And if no, why?
Interesting question. Since everything has become globalized, Indian music has become a part of, I think, every country. But the sad part is classical music per se is dying within India itself, which to me is sad. But I think just like a circle, it'll come back sometime. My mother's passion for music was like something I can't even describe. She pursued her music through so many family responsibilities and did everything to the best that she could. And she's a person to be admired by everyone, and she made sure that all of us had some music to be exposed to, so that at a later date this will be a hobby for us on our own.
Wind chimes are one of the most euphonious sounds I can think of, and they always make me peaceful. Tara's voice gives me that feeling. Tara, thanks for setting aside some time to be a guest on my podcast, and I really appreciate it. I invited you to do this because you have done interesting things with your life, and I feel like I and whoever listens to the show can learn something from you. Thank you again.